Buongiorno a tutti e ben ritrovati a questo primo appuntamento della serie IMA Webinars 2022.
Good morning everyone and welcome to this first event of the IMA Webinars 2022 series. An important year for IMA because it marks the 45-year milestone. In these first 6 months of the year, we have been very focused on how to face the near future. The thought about new strategies has involved us in several initiatives that we are now experimenting, especially from a marketing point of view, because COVID, which seems to be behind us now, fortunately, has anyway completely changed our way of thinking and acting. At the same time, however, we are again ready to start the cycle of seminars. The one of 2021 was very successful, with very well attended events. It gave us very good satisfactions, and above all, those webinars allowed us to stay connected and support our regular customers, and also to involve new and potential customers. This is an opportunity that we want to continue to seize. The topic of this seminar is certainly dear to us. We will be talking about an industry that we know very well, and that has given us the opportunity to gain a lot of experience in the field, which has then also served us very well in all the other industries that we have worked into. I'm talking about knitwear today, where thanks to our well-established partnerships as well, we have developed and created a whole series of accessories and applications to achieve the best drafting and cutting results with the highest productivity output. But I don't want to take up any more time on today's topic, so I'll let you get right into it. I would just like to remind you that there will soon be a second major event of this year. It will be in person after a very long time, so you're all invited to the Text Process Trade Show, which will be held as usual in Frankfurt from June 21 to June 24, and where we will be able to present, with our booth number D88 in Hall 8, a really innovative concept line. IMA is looking forward to welcoming you and to seeing you again after a really long time. Now I really wish to hand the floor to Mr. Gaetano Nicolacci, Sales Manager of the Americas and the Spanish and Portuguese-speaking European zone. He will start to go into more specific details. Thank you very much for your attention and see you soon.
Buongiorno a tutti, sono Gaetano Nicolacci.
Good morning everyone, I am Gaetano Nicolacci and thank you Ms. Mirella Sardini. In this first event of the IMA Webinars 2022 series, we decided to talk about knitwear, a production sector among the most important in the clothing industry in which IMA, thanks to its 45 years of experience, manages to express its potential to the fullest. The fabrics of this sector are characterized by great lightness and elasticity, the cutting of which is simple and without any particular challenge from a technical perspective. The challenge is to be able to cut as many sheets as possible while maintaining quality. Today, thanks to the Typhoon 10, we are able to offer a machine with the latest technology available on the market, which can cut up to 10 centimeters of compressed fabric. Our goal for 45 years has always been to continue to improve and evolve to meet the needs of our customers in the many markets in which we are present. Lately, the trend in knitwear and jersey productions is to use fabrics in 2040 height in both roll and plain wave, which is why today we are proud to present our complete line in 240 centimeters height. This important innovation adds to the range of options to better meet the needs of historical markets for IMA, such as Bangladesh and India, to which other countries with a relevant growth, such as Pakistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan and Tunisia, have been added recently. The fabric used for knitwear is in most cases folded rather than rolled, with high elasticity and low weight. These are some of the reasons for the shrinkage of the fibers at the drafting stage, which is called shrinkage. It affects the cut by generating irregular shapes for the same size. To avoid this issue, there are several working methodologies to release the excess fiber tension. The main ones are two, which IMA has thought of by solving the problems with two machines. The first is used before spreading, while the second is used after the fabric has been spread. Now, however, before going into the topic of machinery, I will leave the floor to my colleague Giacomo, who will introduce the Maxima Cut solution for knitwear, and then we will get to the core of the technological solutions with Alberto, who is going to describe the machinery offered by IMA for this specific sector. Thank you very much, all of you. Enjoy and have a good webinar.
Maxima
is the complete program suite designed to meet the needs of any pattern-making office and consists of 4 applications: design, pattern editor for the creation and editing of patterns, marker, automatic nesting for the optimal arrangement of pieces, MTM for the management of made-to-measure products, and network, which allows the creation of placings to be sent to the cutting room and then in a totally automatic way. The program is modular, so each pattern maker, based on its type of production, choosing which program functions to include and which one not to include, can work in a customized way. With design, many of these operations have been facilitated thanks to an intuitive graphical interface built along the lines of the most widely used Windows applications, in order to ensure very little learning time, even for modelers coming from other programs' experiences. The model can be created starting from the outline on paper, which is then digitalized with all the traditional methods, or by going to Modify Models, coming from other programs, thanks to the importers of all the native files of the most popular code. The third methodology, the most widely used in knitwear companies, especially in Asia, is to create the pattern templates directly on the screen, often without even going through the paper pattern. With Maxima, this operation is made very quick and intuitive. In fact, with just a few clicks, you can manage to create the pattern complete with size development. Once the pattern is ready, Marker performs template placement thanks to a sophisticated multi-core algorithm that guarantees maximum efficiency with very little processing times. With a work queue function, it is possible to queue up the placements of the entire job order without having to call up one pattern at a time, but simply selecting the number of sizes, patterns to be placed, and fabrics to have all the placements created independently, guaranteeing a 90% reduction in order processing time. Network is a very useful application for knitting companies with multiple placing stations. It makes it possible to speed up production times by 90% and to manage orders in a fully automatic way. Using Network in a massive and fast way, it is actually possible to eliminate manual work and launch placed products in one click, saving 99% of the time in order management. Through an order launch panel, it is also possible to insert materials, sizes, and patterns by simply dragging items from the left column into the placing and naming column during the creation phase. Network is also capable of importing the current status of your systems, that is, importing all the records of placings made so far by processing file in ISO and HPGL formats. It is also possible to open several works at the same time and change their safety distance, length, heights, and all other desired information. I now leave the floor to my colleague Alberto for the roundup on the IMA machines involved in this area. Thank you.
Buongiorno a tutti.
Good morning, everyone. Here we are again for the IMA seminar event. Moving back to the topic of shrinkage, typical of knitwear, I would like to introduce the two most used working methods. The relaxing machine model IMA 869 allows the fabric to be unrolled by making the fibers lose most of their tension, which can then be rewound into a roll or fold and be made immediately available for production. Such a machine is equipped with electronic metrage control, which is carried out both before and after the relaxation operation, ensuring that the roll's square footage is verified for each single millimeter, an aspect about which customers are very sensitive. As a second option, the fabric can be stretched immediately, with the spreader forming the traditional mattress. But before going to the cutting machine, it is made to rest on our multi-deck tables so that it can lose its tension. These are a series of conveyor tables, positioned on top of each other, that allow multiple mattresses to be stored and be called up by the operator fully automatically when needed. As an alternative to these two working methods, many customers decide to perform the relaxation operation directly with the spreader, with all the options for knitting fabrics. Phoenix 890B with a folded kit is the most complete machine on the market. Thanks to its software and hardware components, it is able to spread every type of fabric, both in roll and folded packs, without tension and with a millimeter alignment of heads and selvages. In the case of knitwear with tubular fabric, IMA has the specific machine which makes it possible to lay the fabric with this peculiarity even in the case of the production of underwear, where many companies need to rotate the fabric by 90 degrees so that the fold of the fabric is on the side instead of in the middle. Regardless of the working method used, IMA recommends the Model 808 loader as the system for loading the piece into the spreader, which provides great efficiency in handling the pieces thanks to IMA's patented self-feeding machine and the double conveyor table for both loading and unloading the outgoing pieces, which are automatically rewound in a sequence of up to 8-10 pieces, depending on the diameter. Alternatively, the 807 feeder can be used for optimal handling of non-rolled fabrics. Once the fabric has been stretched by disposing of excess tension, it is ready for labeling. IMA Polaris 908 is our labeling machine, which automatically interfaces with any type of cut software by recognizing the graphic of the pieces before cutting and placing the labels directly on the fabric without releasing any residual, even on very delicate fabrics. The new PC, with its intuitive graphical interface, allows the operator to make some changes without having to go back to CAD, while maintaining a very high printing and handling speed. The new labeling machine is also capable of printing both Cyrillic and Chinese characters. After the recognition stage, we can move on to the final process, represented by automatic cutting. With Typhoon 10, we have achieved productivity levels combined with very satisfactory cutting quality. In fact, we are able to cut without problems up to 10 centimeters of knitwear or jersey fabrics, combined with all the specifications of the Typhoon cutting generation: sensors, buffer zero, rack for bridge movement, and double turbine for always timely suction. Typhoon 10 is the machine that, thanks to the very solid structure and the above-mentioned specifications, can work 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, as it does in dozens of our customers' companies in Asia and South America. Today, Typhoon 7 and Typhoon 10 are also joined by our new model in 5 cm height. Zefiro is in fact our new cutting model for productions with not too many numbers, but guaranteeing the same quality as with lower cuts. In this model we have in fact condensed all the main innovations present in the 921 generation with those of the Typhoon generation, important innovations in the cutting management software, which makes a new paradigm shift from the past. It will be presented right at the fair in the coming weeks. Thank you all for your attention and see you at the next webinar.
We close the webinar with some testimonials from our esteemed customers who have been using IMA machines for a long time. Thank you.
Hi all, this is Manoj Raj from KTM. We're using IMA cutter and spreader for almost 7 years and we are doing really fine. We have 2 spreader and 1 cutter. We are doing pretty fine, and both the software, everything, productivity, service, all are good, exceptionally good. We are very, very happy, and we're going to come back soon for new expansions. Thank you so much.
Hi, I am Arun Kumar, CAT Cam Manager for Sri Santosh Garments. Sri Santosh Garments is one of the leading manufacturer and exporter in Tirupur. We have produced all type of knitted garments and proud to say we are EMA's first customer in India. We are using EMA machines for 12 years. EMA machines help us for cutting room productivity. EMA service people supporting on time and very excellent. Thanks.
Hi, I am Anand from Shine Textile Tirupur. We are using EMA cutter for more than 4 years. Cost wise and performance, it was a very good cutter. We had before buying, we had analyzed with lot of cutters, but this cutter performance are very good. And service wise, EMA people are giving very good support to do the machine working very perfectly. Thank you.